Hey everybody, one of Wiisdom here, Sunday, February 11th, 11:40 p.m. This is my third time redoing this video. Haven't been happy with it, and we're going to try to get it done a little bit quicker this time. So, this is a channel update slash anniversary update, and the main reason for that is this is my 7-year anniversary on YouTube. Not necessarily today, but this time frame, if you will. February 9th, we created the channel. February 10th was the first upload on the channel. That first upload was Bowser Snow Mountain. Fantastic little gem I would imagine many of you have not seen. I will have that on the in-slide following the video, so be sure to check that out if you have not. It's short, it's sweet, it's the starting point of this channel. So, big thanks to everybody that's been around the full 7 years or came around early and stuck with it this whole time. You are the people that I appreciate the most. If you're new here, I'm not sure how you found my channel. I'm typically way back. Like, you must have gotten bored with the first few pages or the same channels featured over and over and over again across the first 10 or so pages of the search, and continued on to find me. And I thank you sincerely for your prudence in the search result pages and for trying something new. But that said, why did I start YouTube? Well, if you've not caught the story, the reason I started YouTube is pretty much because of Mario Kart Wii. This is a game that my nephew and I played all the time back in the day, and it got to a point where, you know, you're no life in the game, you play it when you're together, you play it online, you get pretty good at it, you have amazing finishes, you have crazy, stupid, funny things happen, and you're watching people's videos on YouTube, and your logic is, hey, you know, we're getting just as good of finishes, if not better, than these videos we're watching. And so one day my nephew's question became, why aren't we uploading YouTube? And of course my response was, well, I don't know how to do that. So what do? You figured out, which back in the day, it was like it's so easy now. Just 7 years ago, it was pretty difficult, and there was a lot of like voodoo magic behind the scenes stuff. And then you had to overlay, and it's easy to record, but, you know, putting commentary with it and syncing it with the video, that was another story. You know, but we figured it out, we got it going. Some of my first videos were just me filming the TV, the old 32, I don't even know if it was that big. Went farther back than the screen was wide, and it probably weighed 10 to 15 pounds for every inch of the screen, but it was me filming like the victory sequences in Mario Kart Wii. And then, of course, got everything kind of set up. And before we played Skylanders, we were doing Wii Fit Plus. That was my first ever 100% playthrough, if you will. We did Jet Rocket, Charger versus Challenger Racing, and Mystery Case Files of Malgrave Incidents, which MCF, the Malgrave Incident, and Jet Rocket. If you're still looking for great eShop titles, those are, well, I don't know if Malgrave Incident was ever on the eShop, but it's fantastic. It's exclusive to the Wii, and it's a really good Mystery Case Files game. Jet Rocket, extremely underrated, extremely under the radar. Can't say enough good things about that game. If you're curious about those, click on the playlist tab on my channel and just go. I think I've got so many playlists now, I think we might have 2 pages. So feel free to check those out. But it's been a great time. I guess time flies when you're having fun. That's certainly true. It does not seem like it's been 7 years. I can say that with certainty. But what am I excited about right now? Tomorrow. And you're like, wait, you're doing this Sunday, tomorrow is Tuesday the 12th. What happened Tuesday the 12th? It's so cool. It's Monday. You know, it's like, I'm going back to school, you're probably going back to work. What are you talking about, crazy man behind the microphone? Well, I am talking about Verdant Skies. This is bullet point number 2 on the channel update. This is a very cool game. It was something I've been literally following on Twitter and Steam for quite some time. And needless to say, it was something I planned to pick up tomorrow when it released. But I guess the dev team kind of looked at their followers and then kind of investigated them and said, hey, we noticed you were interested in the game, or you're just randomly following us. Would you possibly have an interest in playing the game ahead of time? And my response was like, oh yeah. So last Monday they sent out the early release copy of the game to me, or the code I should say, and I have, to the best of my ability, been no-lifing it ever since. That's why I'm excited about tomorrow. Technically I could release the videos at midnight, but I've talked to Andy and Beth. They're the duo behind the game at Howling Moon, and they basically plan to make it go live around 10 a.m. on Steam. It's also on the Humble bundle if you prefer that route. But I've really enjoyed it. If I had to put the game in a nutshell based on what you might be familiar with on my channel, take Stardew Valley, dash in a little bit of Animal Crossing charm, and then essentially just add a sci-fi vibe to it. That would be Verdant Skies. To elaborate a little bit more past that, it is kind of like a farm life sim, but this one is set in outer space. You're a colonist on a planet. You're working in close conjunction with other people on the planet to kind of build up a colony. And I've not obviously gotten to progress super far in the game, but what I have done, I have loved. It's, I would say it's probably more relaxing than Stardew Valley. You don't have like as tight or there's not as big of a feel of a rush deadline on things, I guess, which is a welcome change of pace. But you've got like the ability to genetically modify crops. You get to chase down the crops. There's new crops. There's new insects. There's fishing. There's caves and mining. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff beyond what I've gotten to do. I'm actually wanting to get this done so I can go play and record some more of it. But I will release episode 1 of Verdant Skies tomorrow. I've got 7 episodes currently recorded. The 7th episode that I did Friday night, really late. I spent like an hour catching insects, which was way more fun than it probably sounds just talking about it. But I think it's a game you're going to want to check out, see if you enjoy it, see if you might want to possibly pick it up yourself. If not, you can watch me play through it and appreciate it that way. The background, the artwork on it is like hand painted. It's very cool, super unique. It's not the same as like Yoshi's Woolly World or Kirby's Epic Yarn, but like the cutefulness and the uniqueness factor from those two game styles is present here in Verdant Skies. So I think that will be something that appeals to people just to see the game visually. It's been pretty fun thus far. I'm excited to continue playing. I can also tell you, if you pick the game up, there is a special in-game item made specifically for me that I have a code for that you will be able to get if you have the game, which that's pretty freaking awesome, and I definitely think it's worth checking out. So as of about, let's say, 10 a.m. Monday, you can come in, you can check out episode 1. I'm not sure how many I'm going to release. I'm thinking at least 2, possibly more, and we'll just space them accordingly. But I want people to check it out, give me your feedback on it, see if it's something that interests you, and I will be more than happy to provide you with that code so you can have a little something special from me. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's pretty cool. They've done a fantastic job with the game. Cannot wait for you to get to check it out. So that's happening tomorrow. We've got a cool in-game item. Another game I was given early access to, I released last week on the 8th. That's when it came out, Aperion Cyberstorm. This is available on Steam and the Switch. It will be coming to Xbox One later on. If you look at the screenshots, if you look at maybe even the trailer, you might be like, oh god, a group of nuts got together that's obsessed with the 80s, can't get enough of the Atari 2600, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and neon lasers inspired them. What a mess. And I couldn't really argue with that upon a first impression. Now, once you've actually played the game, it's another story. This is something that is so much more deeper than what it seems to be on the surface. The video I uploaded, it covers Onslaught and Versus. Virtually everything, every single element, every option can be tweaked. That is something that I always saw as a child becoming a trend in video games, and then they've gotten away from it, and I've hated that. So to see that come back is very cool. The game reminds me a lot of Laser Wars. I played a lot on the computer when I was a kid. It's just like more graphically advanced, but I really enjoy it. There is a solo campaign that's supposed to be roughly 2 hours. I want to play through that, and then based on what you're feeling about the game after that happens, that's how I'll decide if I want to upload any more Versus or Onslaught. It's intended to be couch co-op, Versus mode and Onslaught. I would be playing against AI. I think we could have fun. I think we could make it interesting. We could go, full-on technical analysis of the game. But I don't know how many people here would appreciate that. I think there would be a niche audience that would definitely love that, but I don't know that they would ever find my channel or my videos on it, sadly enough. So I'm thinking we'll go through solo campaign. I'm going to stream that on Twitch. We will then export that over to YouTube, If enough of you are liking it or enjoying it, be sure to let me know. Leave likes, leave comments on the video. Say, hey, I want more of this. Do the versus mode, do the onslaught, and we'll take it from there. The other holdup on that, and the reason why I haven't uploaded or, say, streamed and released part 1 of the solo campaign, it would play better with a controller. I've got the controller. I unboxed it last week. The problem is Bluetooth doesn't work, and I mentioned before getting the controller that I could not find the Xbox One wireless adapter, just like a USB stick that you plug into your computer. I have still not been able to find one of those. I checked stock online at all my local stores. They don't have it. There's like a couple of Game Stops if I wanted to drive like 3 or 4 hours away that have it. But Toys R Us, no. Walmart, no. Best Buy, no. My Target, a lot of Targets have it, and mine doesn't. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that. I thought that would be like a shelf fodder item, and I guess maybe they're phasing it out or not stocking it as much because they've just moved on to Bluetooth, and it's like, what idiot would buy the controller with a Bluetooth, not use it, and then spend another $20-25 on this stick? Well, people that don't have the Bluetooth or can't get it to work, that's who. And so once I track that down, we will start the solo campaign. That'll be streamed on Twitch, exported to YouTube, and then I plan to use that same controller on this PC for 2 other games. One of them I have already played. I have not brought it over to YouTube. It's on Twitch, and it will definitely benefit from the controller. And there is another game that I have not mentioned, that I have not talked about, that I've been wanting to play, but I've been holding out until I had a controller for the PC. So that will be something coming along in the pipe, not in the too distant future, actually. So, speaking of Twitch and speaking of indie, Shotgun Farmers. What did I just do? I just streamed Shotgun Farmers on Twitch. I stream it pretty much every single night. It's a fantastic game. I absolutely love it. It's a one-man show. Quasi's there working on it. He streams it. If you get the game, if you pick it up, if you love it, if you get hooked on it, you got ideas, you can check out his stream. You can throw your ideas at him. Just, I think, Friday, he was going in, he was taking ideas from people for new hats for the game. And that is the type of thing that you can do in an indie game that you can't do in your AAA game. There's not going to be a situation where some super high-end $60 game is actively live streamed while they're cranking it out or tweaking it, and they're seeking feedback from the fan base that they then actually implement into the game. All right, so take advantage of this stuff, man. It was on sale for $6.49, I believe. This week it may still be. There's also going to be the Steam Lunar Sale coming up. If it's not on sale, it's still under $10, which is a fantastic deal. Just like in Verdant Skies, Quasi is doing something special. This one's specifically for us. Since we've been kind of a very big proponent of the game since launch, and we're constantly releasing videos and streaming and talking about it, he's doing something pretty cool. And yet again, if you have Shotgun Farmers, I will be able to share this item with you. There's the code box in the game, and you can actually have access to this item. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Is it a shirt? Is it a hat? Is it a haircut? Is it my face? Is it a new gun, a weapon skin? I don't know. But it's something that I will be talking about pretty soon as he wraps it up and releases it. And it is something that you can then use in the game as well with the code. So that's pretty cool. Again, I stream it every single night. I release it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday on YouTube. The Twitch stuff will mainly be PC based, and that's why Stardew Valley, which is our next topic, I've released all the episodes I had recorded and uploaded of that. I'm thinking about now seriously moving that to Twitch. We would probably stream, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours of it, and then I would simply come in, highlight it, and export it over to YouTube. The quality would go down, but I've kind of covered this in previous videos. I don't know that that's an issue now. I think the content is still fine. It's still viewable. It's watchable. It's not that bad of a downgrade in terms of the quality. Stardew Valley, even though with the addition now of Verdant Skies to the lineup, I'm not done with Stardew Valley. I still absolutely love it. I want to finish the game, get to the in-game side of things, And I just think we might move it to Twitch and export it over just like I've been doing with Shotgun Farmers and like I plan to do with Aperion Cyberstorm. And by the way, Verdant Skies, I would have been streaming it all this time, but I can't because of the embargo. So I'm thinking probably as early as Monday night, we will come in and we will actually start streaming Verdant Skies too. It'll be the same setup I planned for Stardew Valley. I'll probably play 2, 3, 4, it just kind of depends on the night and what I have going on, but we'll probably play a couple of hours and then I'll simply come in after the fact, highlight, export them over, and they will eventually release on YouTube. So, Wiisdom Plays Minecraft. We were doing some pretty cool things in there. A lot of you missed the last 2 episodes. I'd encourage you to check them out. We got a flower farm, we've got a cactus farm now as well. What I'm wanting to do there, we've got the Wall of Wiisdom. That's built out of bricks. Bricks in the wall, if you will. If you leave a comment with a hashtag that I subscribe in certain episodes, it's not always just Minecraft. I used to do it a lot in Stardew Valley, some of the Skylanders videos. If you click on one of my videos and you see the description and you see somewhere in there a comment with hashtag whatever that may be, if you comment with that, and I don't do the hashtag to be trendy, I do the hashtag because it highlights it in blue and it makes it easier for me to find them and not skip them. So that's the true story there. But if you comment with that, I put the brick in the wall, I number it, I put your name on it, I do the hashtag, and I say what episode it came from. I'm wanting to do the same thing with Twitch. And I've thought of either making a Twitch room or a Twitch tunnel. Twitch tunnel has the consonants. Twitch room kind of makes sense because you watch games and you play games from your room in most cases, right? I've run it by my nephew. He thought Twitch room sounded neater. I've also thought of doing both of them. And what I would do, I would have the Twitch room, which I have it planned out already, but I would put signs on the wall with your name on them when you subscribe. I am a Twitch affiliate, so you're able to subscribe, whether you expend the money yourself or simply you have Amazon Prime and you want to watch my streams without ads. But the tunnel I was then thinking could possibly be like for followers. And following, of course, just like subscribing on YouTube, is absolutely free. So you can do one, you can do both, you can do all. It doesn't really matter to me, but it's my way of thanking you for supporting what I'm doing here. And hopefully, possibly, growing, right? People are like, oh, that's kind of cool. I would like to have this person shout my name out in the video. And then by the time I get around to doing that, hopefully they've enjoyed what we're doing. They like the content so much. They stick around, they come to YouTube, they subscribe there, they maybe subscribe on Twitch, vice versa. If they see it on YouTube, maybe they're like, man, I want to be a part of this, I want to watch those streams, and they follow me on Twitch. You get the idea, right? So that's sort of the route we're going to be going there. I've got a lot of ideas for Wiisdom Plays Minecraft. It's just, it takes so much time that people know, like a 40-minute, 20-minute episode, if you're detailed enough, I've probably got like 4 to 8 hours invested in it, even though it doesn't seem like it. I can't really explain it, but if you've ever recorded and uploaded Minecraft videos, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. So I will leave it at that, but I'm shooting for maybe like 1 episode a week, and I do plan to stream more, particularly as we build like the Twitch room or the Twitch tunnel. But things like, I want to try and find a jungle, or let's go see if we can find another nether fortress, so on and so forth. I'm thinking we'll stream that, and then I'll keep kind of like the special stuff sort of dedicated to a recording, so it's a little bit higher quality. But that's my way to play the game, interact with you, see what's going on in your world, and see what crazy messes we get into in Minecraft. So 1 a week would be ideal. Sometimes I feel like playing Minecraft, sometimes I don't, so we'll proceed accordingly. Let me see here, I'm scrolling down. Alright, I can't stress enough to follow me on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, as an affiliate, I have the ability to have custom emotes. I can draw, but it's not very good. If any of you are into graphic design or artwork, let me know. I'm not really at a point where I can justify paying for anything, but what I would do is I would give you credit for it. I would link to your DeviantArt, your YouTube channel, your Twitter, your website, your blog, your Tumblr, I still don't understand that website, but whatever. Whatever you want it done, I would be willing to accommodate. And can I promise you any leads or sales, or you can work with more people that you watch? No, but you never know what's going to happen. So we've got that. But if you're not following me on Twitch, definitely do so. I will be moving more and more of my original content to a stream and export method, and that gives you more chances to be a part of it. So Mixer, same thing. I want you to follow me on Mixer. I love the interface there. I make nothing. I stand to profit absolutely nothing by you following me on Mixer, but the interface is really, really cool. I love what they're doing. It's got way better latency than on Twitch, and it's relevant for this reason. On Twitch, I plan to stream the PC stuff. Our Minecraft, our Stardew Valley, Verdant Skies, Aperion Cyberstorm, anything along those lines. I'm thinking I'm going to keep on Twitch. Some of the Skylanders stuff from console, like I've constantly streamed to Twitch, we'll still do that there. The Nintendo Switch stuff, I will probably put to Twitch. And the reason for that is simple. I've done it for a long time, and two, I can direct export. I've covered this countless times. That's a huge selling point. Mixer, though, I would like to stream there from time to time just to kind of support the site, see if we can build up an audience, maybe find some new people that don't know about us. Things like going for a gamer score on the Xbox, I'm thinking we would do. If there's games I have like Forza Horizon 3, Need for Speed Payback, Madden, NBA 2K, maybe if we ever picked up any other Xbox-based titles, I'm sort of thinking stream them there. And they might be one-offs. It's a situation on Mixer. You stream, and then to get it to YouTube, I would have to download it and then re-upload it. Whether I edit or render or do anything post-production is beyond the point. I have to download and re-upload. Whereas with Twitch, I stream it and I just send it over to YouTube. That doesn't eat up any of my bandwidth. When I have to download a stream and then upload a stream, we're eating up a lot of bandwidth. And I know a lot of people say, we'll just record while you stream. Can't do that. My internet cannot handle it. The quality of both would be terrible. So I know this because I've tried it, believe you me. But that's sort of my plans, man. I'm thinking PC-based stuff, we're going to stream to Twitch, export it to YouTube. Xbox stuff is probably going to go to Mixer, and it might be one-offs. And then Nintendo Switch stuff we'll either record offline or we will stream to Twitch and export over. Kind of depends what the game is. If it's first party, we'll probably stream and export. If it's third party, it could be a toss-up. But that's kind of the direction I'm going because of the changes that have been taking place with YouTube over the last couple of years. I've covered it in great detail. I've recently released a video with a very weird title that's like an hour long. If you haven't seen that, that covers the changes to YouTube in pretty good detail from a standpoint you've probably not heard before. If I would have titled it what it really was, it would probably be deleted or make me a target for deletion or punishment from the thought police over here. And so that's why we did what we did. Some of you have figured out the title, some of you have not. If you're interested in that sort of thing, check it out. If you prefer to focus on the happy and positive, skip it and don't waste your time. But it is something you can just listen to. You don't have to watch it. In fact, there's literally no reason to watch it. There's just reason to listen to it. So that's it. I wanted to keep this short. This isn't too terribly bad. And I think we'll call it here. So 7 years on YouTube. It is crazy. Can't believe it. Time flies. You kind of know the reason we started. I don't know that I mentioned my username here. It's not that I misspelled Wiisdom. I know what that is. That's intelligence. That's intellect. The reason I opted for that name, number one, I don't want to use my real name. Number two, and more importantly, at that point in time, you started to have like the Screamo channels come about. And I'm not talking about emo music. I'm talking about people that would play Mario Kart. And instead of having good content, being good at the game, being really bad at the game, but trying, or simply like, hey, I'm going to show you all the shortcuts or tips and tricks, you had people that would literally start playing the game and they would just hysterically scream. This is particularly relevant and prevalent within the Minecraft communities on YouTube. An awful lot of really big channels aren't necessarily even good at Minecraft, provide no useful information to you, but they scream a lot, and that resonates well with a certain subsection of the audience, usually little kids, and they build huge channels and they dwarf up, and that's what was happening at the time. And so I thought, I'm going to play games differently. I'm not going to come through and scream them. I want to play blind, but I want to play thoughtfully and intelligently, and let people learn something. That's sort of like Skylanders research. We take things a little bit further than most people. So that's the story of the handle, if you did not know. So 7 years, Bowser Snow Mountain kicked it off. Nintendo titles is sort of our bread and butter. Skylanders came about. We've sort of gotten more and more into the indies here as things have progressed, and despite all the weirdness on YouTube, as long as things aren't too insane, this is something I enjoy. It's a side hobby for me. You've got to realize I have a real job. If I relied on YouTube for an income to survive on, I would be dead. I would have no shelter, I would have no food, and I would have to live a life of crime. And I wouldn't certainly have internet to upload videos. But try to focus on the good things, try to have fun, and that's really the other reason for doing this, is just to have fun. I play games, I've always played games, my nephew plays games, we enjoy it, we did it together, still do it together from time to time, and it's something that, hey, I think, if I enjoy this, maybe someone else will, give them something to look forward to, and just take it from there. It's all about having fun, enjoying life while you can. But I think that covers everything, man. So 7-year anniversary. Big thanks to everybody that's been around. Thanks to everybody that's found me recently. Hope you're enjoying your time here on the channel. I try to provide decent content that you can either learn something from, laugh at, or just enjoy in general. We've got some cool games coming up. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Mixer. We're going to be moving to more of a stream and export type of a thing, or stream and be done with it. If you're interested in any of those games I mentioned, Need for Speed Payback, NBA 2K, Madden, things you haven't really seen much of on my channel, let me know, and maybe we'll just stream them and take it from there, see if we can build an audience up, and if enough people like it, then I'll feel like, man, I should probably put this on YouTube too, and we will take things as they come at us. How about that? Forza Horizon 3, though, I love the game, I miss playing it, I miss uploading it, I wish more people would give it a chance. But it's something I have considered just streaming over to Mixer, and then I've kind of shared it with you, and maybe we could get an audience there. And like I said, just take things as they come. So keep your fingers crossed I can actually find an Xbox One wireless adapter. I really don't want to have to order it in and have it shipped. I would love to just find the thing at a brick and mortar store, walk in, pay cash for it, and be done with it. But I don't know that that's going to be able to happen. I will keep trying. Again, keep your fingers crossed for that. It'll open up a door for a couple of new games for us. But Verdant Skies is coming out here in just a couple of hours now. Check it out. Check the videos out. See if you like it. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you want to pick the game up, I can give you access to my special item, which I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to wait and find out. Shotgun Farmers on sale. If it's not, it's super reasonably priced. We're going to have a special in-game item there as well, which is fan-freaking-tastic. I finally got to make my video on the Scholastic Gaming Live cover that came out 2016. So, hey, we're wrapping up some loose ends. We're making things happen. And I'm going to end this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I can't thank you enough for your support these past 7 years. The people that actually watched and listened to this whole thing, you are the people that I am the most grateful for having around. And I don't say that every video because it seems disingenuous. It doesn't seem sincere. In fact, a lot of the channels, like my nephew will watch every like 2 or 3 seconds. And I made a parody on this not long ago. It's like, your support means the world to you. That doesn't resonate well with me. I'm old school, I'm Texan, and you don't say things like that, very often. But when you do, people know that you sincerely mean it. So I enjoy your interaction. I enjoy, seeing people watch the videos, find the channel for the first time, comment, like, you've got routine commenters and likers, and you kind of feel like you start to know the people after time. So that's a added perk for me. But I will quit rambling, and big thing here at the end. People have been, for quite some time now, wanting my opinion on Skylanders, sort of the state of the franchise, Skylanders 7, the mobile game, all that stuff. And I'm going to make a standalone video on that. We'll take it from there. But it is what it is. Skylanders Imaginators, though, I still have stuff to do, and we will be working towards that. Eventually, we'll stream Cursed Tiki Temple. Got a couple more Imaginators, and that's that. So, oneofwiisdom.com is the website. SkylanderClub.com is the forum. MindLogics.net for all things Minecraft related. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Mixer. Follow me on Twitter. I will always tweet before I go live. I also always tweet my YouTube videos, so you can kind of keep up with things there. Anything funny, hilarious, cool, I'll put on Twitter. And a lot of times I forget that some people that watch on YouTube don't necessarily keep up on Twitter. But hey, it is there. It is available. It is free as well. So that said, I hope everybody's geared up for Valentine's Day. Isn't freezing, isn't covered in snow, unless you enjoy that sort of a thing. And yeah, that's about all she wrote. So we're in under 30 minutes. Adios.